the arena in San Juan City, witnessing this first matchup between NU and UE, and of course, following this contest, that should be a good one, Noreen. Ateneo versus UST.
That's right, the much-awaited matches. One of them, Ateneo against UST. And you know, Tom, we were talking about the enjoying earlier. Yeah, I was saying, if you're up against a really strong team, sometimes you get intimidated yourselves, and going to the game, you've already lost, because in your mind, okay, we're playing not, you know, you're not playing to win, you're playing not to lose, you know. But that's nice about what Coach Boy did to them, tell them just to enjoy, taking the pressure off them, and hopefully they'll have a better showing.
Right now, though, UE down big against National University. Kai Nepomuceno to serve. Well, Kai, with the arrival of Dindin Santiago and one of her closest friends, Jen Reyes. I remember Kai telling me last year that it was Reyes that recruited her to go to National University. A lot of pressure is taken off her shoulders. We'll talk more about that when we come back. Let's hear right now from Boy Dalistan.
Sisa, ang sinabi ko sa'yo, may vlogger tayo rito, dalawa, di ba? Bakit pinipilit mo palusutin dito? Dito tayo magpapalusot. Nang nag-lose ball naman tayo, Faith, hindi ka naman tumingin kung nasaan yung pwesto mo sa court eh. Basta mo na lang pinalo yung bola eh. Dapat, tingnan mo muna yung pwesto mo. At hindi ka na kailangan maglawas. Umuha ka lang doon, targetin mo yung zone mo, pwede mo ibalik yung bola doon eh. Wala tayong nare-receive na bola eh. Ay, kailangan nare-receive muna tayo, saka tayo maka-opensa. Let's go! Let's go!
It is rare in UAP women's volleyball that we see the coach bring out the whiteboard to talk about specific instructions. Normally, it's just reminders, motivating words, but Coach Boy Dalistan feeling the need to do that on that huddle.
Well, he's pinpointing their flaws in their matches, especially when he said, wala, hindi tayo nakaka-receive, which is true. You know, their service reception, everything starts with the service reception, and obviously it's not there for them. So coach was trying to tell them, you know, this is what we have to do. I'll show you. Just, you know, listen to me, and we'll see how it goes.
And service reception was the problem of UP last year. They really had a difficult time with that first ball. And now that is the problem of the University of the East. But a good serve there for the rookie, Jan Manansala.
Well, Manansala has been showing, you know, good things for this UE squad. You know, also Bulan. You know, Sarina Bulan has been playing well also together with Dawis for UE.
Bulan, really, the spotlight is on her right now for the University of the East. Bulan, well, last year, kasi ang tinututukan natin si Kite Rosale and Jimberly Dizon, it was all about them. They were the two best players on UE. But looking at the stats, I discovered that last year, ito pa lang si Faith Bulan, yung #1 scorer ng UE. So that was a quiet showing for Bulan. You wouldn't know that siya pala yung #1 scorer ng UE without looking at the stats.
Unsung hero, so to speak. Yeah, that's right. You know, sometimes these unsung heroes, they get overshadowed by, you know, stronger players like Kite Rosale. When she spikes, it's really baon. But yeah, there are players like Bulan who really steps up quietly, and I feel this season is her season for the UE Warriors.
Another player on the UE side that has stepped up and was actually the second leading scorer last year for UE is Shisa Nibrida. So it wasn't even Dizon or Rosale in the top 2 in scoring for UE.
Well, again, you know, these people get overshadowed, but they do they do what's asked of them, you know, and we see it in the statistics. And, you know, that's a good point, because for this year, they're the ones who's going to lead the other younger players. And let's wait for about a year or two, and this team will definitely mature.
A joust at the top. Perez sets it up to the left. Pablo dug up nicely by UE. This is going to be a free ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Perez, who will she choose? Santiago.
Error there. So far, UE doing a good job in keeping this match close, and NU relaxing, as I was mentioning always. They're kind of a diesel squad, and they're showing it today. You know, they're showing it today.
That's one of the bad habits of teams. When they get a big lead, they tend to relax.
Yes.
And that happens in all sports.
Especially in women's sports because, wow! that was a exclamation point by Pablo. But, you know, especially in women's sports because there's always an emotional roller coaster ride for the lady athletes.
Myla Pablo, last year's second leading scorer on the NU squad, really coming into her own here in her sophomore season. Here she is to serve for the Lady Bulldogs.
And so far, so good for Myla. She's actually the third top scorer in the league so far in the season.
Santiago just thought she had an open spot right there, went with the drop ball. Oh, Pablo.
Attack error by
Difficult
Pablo.
spike there from the back row. But the body language of NU, this is what UE should try to emulate. NU is playing very happy. They're smiling. They're running around every time they get a point. They're just enjoying themselves.
That's right, and you know, it's so nice to see Dindin Santiago in the fold of this NU squad because she, you know what she brings to this squad aside from leadership. She's the one who pumps her teammates up. Like, come on, let's go. And then she runs around.
And what do you think of Coach Francis Vicente giving the team captain role to Dindin Santiago? We know last year it was Kai Nepomuceno, and Kai has been playing splendidly for National University the past 2 years. But now the leadership role is placed on a newly added player in Dindin Santiago.
Well, of course, we have to mention that Dindin came from USC, which was at that time, I think, the champion or the defending champion. So, automatically, when she moved to NU, she has already that... what do you call it?
Credentials.
Yeah, exactly. The credentials, the resume to say, okay, I'm here from a champion squad. So she trained with the team for 2 years and eventually emerged as a leader. And now, the team captain. So apt.
That was a vicious spike by the new captain, Dindin Santiago, sending shivers to the rest of the UAAP squads in the women's volleyball tournament. We have a Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.